What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode. If you missed last week's episode, you should go back and watch it because we finally got AC in the shop. And it feels great in here. It is 86 degrees outside, mostly cloudy. And we are sitting at a cool 69 degrees in this shop, which is phenomenal. It feels great. And I've got the unit set to 70, which you can see with the LED on it. And it's on turbo mode. And I'm pretty sure you can't hear it. So that's good. So today I plan to finally get back on the Miata. As you know, I broke my foot. We haven't touched this thing in over a month and a half, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But for a recap, I was finishing up the downpipe on this. We need to put the side skirts back on. We also need to put the steering rack spacers back on the car, get it aligned, and then we should technically be good to start drifting again. And I really miss drifting. It's been so long since I've been drifting, so we need to get this done. Also, we got this for my birthday. So I think I've got a video on that I will put here. So as you know, because you've been watching all my videos, I have a TIG machine and a MIG machine. But all I have is this wooden table to weld on. And as you can see, I've burnt it a couple times. And there's nowhere to really clamp on. So for my birthday, I got a couple gift cards to Northern Tool. And I decided to finally invest in a welding table. Now it's not too big, it's not too fancy, but it'll get the job done, and it's a fixture table. So let's put it together and check it out. So with Sydney's help, we got this put together, and as you can see, this is the main reason why you buy this kind of table. You can fix your stuff up and get welds down where this isn't going to move. Obviously, this is an example piece because this is fit up sucks. Here's some of the other pieces that come with it. They just fit in there. You got pieces like this, which is pretty cool. It's magnetic. You don't have to hold it while you're trying to tighten this stuff down. But it's kind of small, but it should do. Maybe later on get another one, put them up to each other and weld it. But for now, this is 10 times better than that. And hopefully I will have a better experience welding and not get mad. And that should help us with any welding activities we have for the shop. But since my foot has been broken, a lot of the projects have been pretty quick, and I haven't had the energy to clean up afterwards, so the shop is a mess. So first things first, I gotta get this place clean before we start working on the Miata. And as you can tell, my work desk is a mess. All this is a mess from the AC getting installed, and then my welding table is a mess. So let's get all this cleaned up. Let's get it back organized and ready to go. So we got all of this cleaned up for the most part, got that cleaned up, and we also moved everything on the back wall. So next, I would like to get this organized when we put these tools back. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people organizing their tools, and I noticed that they had all their socket sets up in this section, and most of this stuff somewhere in here. This is my only open drawer for tools. This bottom one I have for power tools. I can possibly use one of these for something, and I currently have this one for hammers and stuff. So let's move to that. Let's get these tools out, reorganize, and see what I can do with it. Also, before we get into that, I think we're gonna need fans in here, because without fans it does get kind of hot in here because there's no airflow. It's still comfortable-ish, but you start sweating, so I moved this fan over here up on top of the parts wagon and got it set to like 1 or 2 and just enough to get some flow through here, and it keeps it at 70, which is not bad considering it's 86 in here. I got the unit set to 67, so it's keeping up, but I think the airflow is really what's gonna help this place. So got looking at doing something with that. I don't like that fan because it's really loud. So maybe some nice efficient fans, ceiling fans or something like that, but for now that'll do, and I'll just shut it off when I'm recording, turn it back on when I'm not. So let's get into organizing these tools. And here's it all organized. So I got all my sockets up here, anything socket related. Then I moved all of this into here. So hopefully this will stay a little bit more cleaner and organized when there's more room up here for all these sockets, and it's deeper for all the sockets as well. I think that's the main reason why people put them up there. So good. So now we can move on to this, which in the last episode we were making the downpipe on this. If you can't remember, it's because we didn't cut enough of this shelf out, and the one I did have was too long and hitting. So I had to make a very aggressive 90 down with some pie cuts, and that is right over there. And we were tacking it up before I broke my foot. So let's get back onto that. We gotta make this bottom section which kind of curves and then meets the old exhaust. So let's get that jacked up and get back onto that. So we got the car all jacked up. I've got the downpipe in there, and this is where I'm at so far. I put the flex pipe on, and right there is our exhaust that goes back. And there's like just a little bit of gap between that and the transmission. And thankfully, the pipe that I've been using for an up pipe mates to the flex pipe and to the exhaust pretty well. So I'm going to cut this off and hopefully have enough left to go inside that flex pipe, then weld it up, and we should be good to go. So let's get this V-band off and see where we're at. Got it off. Now we just need to clean off these welds and we can try it out. Alright, we got it all ground down. It should go smoothly inside flex pipe. So let's see how good we line it up, see if we need to add any more pipe. This piece ended up being a little too short, so I got this part added onto it. And here's a little look at the fixture table and how it helps out a lot more than using something like that or my wooden table. So pretty stoked about the fixture table. So I got that tacked in. Now let's see if it finally works. Everything fit, so I went ahead, got some tack welds on it, and this is our unit. Not too bad for some pie cuts. Definitely still need a lot of work on my fabrication, but I'm pretty stoked on this. Now we need to just get all this burned in, put it back up on there, and make sure everything fits. So let's get this welded. So I think I've decided I'm going to TIG weld this because my TIG welding needs a lot of practice. My MIG welding's gotten pretty good, but I really need to start learning TIG welding, especially because I want to do the intercooler piping for Miata, and learning that technique really can go a long way. So let's see how we do. Let's see how good I can do with TIG welding, and if I have to, I'll just switch to MIG. So let's get to it. So this is where we're at so far. That was my first one. Then I moved back here to this one. Then I did that one. Then I did that guy. Then lastly, I did that one. So it's definitely tricky doing this compared to MIG. But I think I should be able to get it done. As long as it holds. Don't really care about being pretty right now, just as long as I get some strong, solid welds and just some TIG practice. So let's see what else we can do. So I didn't record much because I was really trying to focus on learning how to do this, but I got it all TIG welded. It took a minute for me to really get the process and the footwork, but I think it turned out pretty decent. My welds aren't the prettiest, but I think they should hold. And there's a couple blowouts like right there that I had to fix. But other than that, I am pretty happy with it and okay. So hopefully this thing still fits in there good. Hopefully I didn't warp the V-band so we don't have any exhaust leaks. But other than that, pretty good learning lesson for TIG welding. Hopefully the next one will get better and better as I get more practice. So let's put that in the car, see if everything still fits up, and then go from there. All right, we've got the downpipe in. Let's start it up, see how it sounds. Well, there you go. We got the downpipe finally made. Now we should be able to run a hood. Don't have to have the tacky up pipe or anything. I think there might be a slight exhaust leak from the V-band up top, possibly being warped, but we'll see. I mean, this thing's loud, so I can't really tell. I don't feel any major exhaust leaks. So after an event or two, we should see some black marks if there is any holes in my welds, and we'll just take it back out and fix it. But for now, it should be good. I really want to go take a rip in it. It's supposed to be storming, so maybe we can make it quick, go for a little rip, see how it sounds, see how it feels. So let's go do it. Look at the fog because it's so cold in my AC garage. Oh, it's awesome. All right. So it sounds like the downpipe is working. There might be some leaks, but it is what it is. We'll fix it as we go. But we finally got the hood on, which this was the main goal. Also not running that pipe, but I want my freshly painted hood on. So we got that done. Super excited. It's gonna look so good once it's all kitted up. Get the side skirts on, get the front bumper back on, get it setting right. But I think I'm gonna end it here. We still got a lot to do, like the side skirts, still gotta do the alignment stuff, but I think I'm gonna start striving to do 2 uploads a week. So I might cut these videos a little bit shorter and try to extend them a little bit so we can get more uploads on the channel and not stretch things out, hopefully. So yeah, I think we got a lot done so far. There is one issue with the car that just arose. We parked it, we got the hood, put it on, and then the car wouldn't start. So I don't know what that is. I don't have my digital dash in right now. It's not getting power for some reason. So there's a lot of little bugs we got to figure out. There's a lot of things that we still have to clean up inside. Like we still got to mount the roll bar and stuff like that. So there's a lot of little things that we can work on. So look forward to that in the next episode. Like always, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment. Also hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.